Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business.
Good morning, small business warriors. Welcome to Monday Morning Motivation, and thank you for kicking off your week with me. Let me ask you something. Have you ever caught yourself saying, I just need more time, or if only I could clone myself? Maybe you've got a million ideas, a to-do list that never quits, and this lingering feeling that success is always just one more late night or early morning away. Sound familiar? You're not alone. I've been there too. But what if I told you that the real key to getting ahead is to stop asking how to do it all and start asking who can help you get it done? Today, we're diving into a game-changing concept from Dan Sullivan's book, Who, Not How. It's a mindset shift that could unlock freedom, speed, and growth in your business without burning you out. So let's start talking about the trap of how thinking. As entrepreneurs, we wear 1,000 hats, from bookkeeping to branding, social media, sales calls. It feels like we have to know and do everything. And because we're resourceful, our first instinct is often, how can I do this? How can I build my website? How can I learn email marketing? How can I create systems and scale? But here's the trap. Every time we ask how, we make ourselves the bottleneck. We slow down, take on more than we should, and often settled for good enough results because we're spread too thin. Dan Sullivan flips that thinking on its head. He says, the real question we should be asking is, who can do this instead of me? It's simple, but it is very, very powerful. Because when you find the who, the how takes care of itself. So, my who story. Let me take you back to a time in my own business when I was stuck. I had this vision for expanding our services, offering more workshops, building an online resource library, launching a content strategy. But every time I sat down to plan, I would get overwhelmed by the how. How would I design the curriculum? How would I manage the tech? How would I find time to write all the content? And so I didn't move. I stayed where I was busy, but not growing. Then I had a conversation with a colleague who asked me, why are you trying to do this all by yourself? And that question hit me like a lightning bolt. Because the truth was, I didn't have to. I didn't need to be the one who built the platform or wrote every post or managed every detail. I needed who's. People with expertise, energy, and excitement to bring the vision to life. So I made a list, not of tasks, but of the roles I needed filled. Then I started looking for people who could step into those roles. And guess what? Everything started moving faster, better, lighter. The business grew, and so did my capacity. And now let's talk about why this works. Here's what happens when you stop asking how and start asking who. You get results faster because you're not learning from scratch. You reduce burnout because you're not going to do everything yourself. You create space to lead, to think and grow your business, not just run it. Who, not how, isn't about outsourcing your dreams. It's about building a team around your vision. It's about trusting that someone else's genius can unlock your next level. So let me share with you 3 action steps to start thinking who, not how. So step number 1, identify your energy drainers. I want you to make a quick list, 3 to 5 tasks you dread or procrastinate. These are usually your biggest energy drains. And then list who is the perfect candidate you can hand these tasks to. Step number 2, I want you to write your who wish list. Instead of listing tasks, list roles: a designer, a virtual assistant, a bookkeeper. Think about the people who could accelerate your goals and your growth eventually. Step number 3, start small, but start now, today. You don't have to hire a full team overnight. Start with one task, one project, or even 1 hour of help. I want you to test the waters and build from there. So my final thoughts for you today are: you're the visionary of your business, not the worker bee of every detail. So this week, as you plan your goals, your tasks, your time, I want you to pause every time you hear yourself say, how can I do this? And instead, I want you to ask, who can do this? Because freedom in business isn't just about doing less. It's about finding the right who's to help you do more of what matters. That's it for today's Monday Morning Motivation. If this message resonated with you, I highly recommend checking out Dan Sullivan's Who Not How book. It's a short read, but it could make a big difference in your business life. And hey, if you know another small business owner who's drowning in how, forward this episode their way. Let's help each other build businesses that don't just survive but thrive. Until next time, I am Anna Steinfest, wishing you a week filled with charity, delegation, and powerful partnership.
You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.